words, game day. BCS National Championship is here, Alabama and Texas. Let's go back live to Pasadena, where Rob Lee Hockey and Joe Emer are live. They're the two hardest working guys in the history of sportscasting. Guys, it's finally here. The wait is over. Talk to me.
Yeah, we're excited about it. Kerry, just to throw a bone to you as well, I know you worked hard, too, covering that phenomenal GMAC Bowl last night. Well, speaking of good college games, this is the BCS National Championship. We've talked about the fans, but let's talk about all the different matchups. One of them that will be key may not be the matchup on the field particularly, but the matchup on the sidelines.
Yeah, both these teams have five-star recruits, blue chips, All-Americans. The coaching staffs, they know each other well. Mack Brown has two assistants on his staff who used to coach under Nick Saban. One of them is defensive coordinator Will Muschamp. Nick Saban and Will Muschamp go back to Saban's LSU days, and they still keep in touch. Well, sort of.
And we're so busy during the season, it's hard to keep in contact, and he doesn't know how to text. So, it's hard to communicate unless you call, and I know he's busy and I'm busy, so.
Saban may not know how to text, but he can pick good coaches, and Muschamp is one of them. When Saban was at LSU, he found Muschamp at tiny Division II Valdosta State in Georgia. Within a year, Muschamp was his defensive coordinator.
Not a lot of coaches that would do that. Nick's more worried about reality than he is perception with making decisions and taking the due diligence to make the right decisions for the organization.
Saban brought Muschamp along to Miami, too, but Muschamp soon bolted for Auburn, where we certainly remember his enthusiasm on the sidelines. That same fiery approach to the game has inspired this Texas defense.
Just to see Coach Muschamp on the sideline fired up, just looking at him, and it's fun.
When you make a big play and run to the sideline, he's the first one giving you a high five or jumping up and down with you, everything. So, his excitement really trickles down to the team.
I think his personality is reflected in how their defense plays in terms of his passion, the competitive character that he has, that they have.
Muschamp credits Saban for a lot of his success.
Outstanding coach from the total program standpoint. Just does a phenomenal job from coaching to recruiting and motivating his players.
Will's made his own mark, in this profession in terms of what he's done and what he's accomplished, and we're proud of him and we're happy for him. And I know he's going to be a great head coach when he gets that opportunity someday as well.
I've got the utmost respect for him. I consider him a friend and a mentor and a guy that's just done a phenomenal job at Alabama.
But you can bet the protege would like nothing more than to steal a national title away from his mentor. Of course, Major Applewhite, the other assistant, he was the offensive coordinator under Nick Saban just a couple years ago, and Kirby Smart, the defensive coordinator at Alabama, also good friends with Will Muschamp. So these guys, it's going to be a chess match out there, just moving their players around, trying to fool the other one, because they all know what they like to do. Who's going to come up with the most surprises, maybe perhaps has an edge in this game?
And for the Bama side, I think it may not be a whole lot of surprise. We talked about what I think is going to happen on the morning show, and Kerry said he wanted our prediction, so here it is. I think the offensive line controls the game. In the fourth quarter, I think Texas' defense will start to tire. Mark Ingram and Trent Richardson will combine for over 100 yards. 27-17 Crimson Tide.
I definitely think that's a key point. Alabama certainly can run the ball. I don't know if Texas has seen an offensive running game like Alabama's, especially with the two-headed monster of Ingram and Richardson. Special teams also a key. If they try to kick to Javier Arenas, boy, they didn't do their homework. So Javi could be a big part in this game. I'm going to go Bama as well. I think it may be a bigger deficit, 31-14.
All right, so Kerry, you asked for our predictions. You got them. What about you, man?
Well, guys, I'm along those same lines. I also feel that Bama will take it down. I think they've been scoring a lot of field goals all season long, and I think it will be much of a field goal, couple touchdown game, maybe around 23-10. But I'm also wondering, what's the latest with Rolando McClain? His status earlier in the week, he was a little sick. What's up with him today?
Well, Rolando's going to play. I mean, he had a stomach virus. Coach Saban kind of played the card like, well, if the trainers say he can't play, he's not playing. Come on now. This is Rolando McClain, All-American linebacker. He hasn't missed a practice. He didn't even miss a practice the day he had the virus. The dude's going to play. He'll be out there.
He'll be out there, and he'll have a big impact. Absolutely. Like he always does. We've really enjoyed bringing you coverage this week from California. And now, It's what we all came here for. The Rose Bowl from Pasadena, kickoff in just a little bit, and of course we'll have complete coverage after the game for you as well on Fox10TV.com and our morning shows and whatnot.
Absolutely. So join us on the web. Join us tomorrow, Kerry. We're going to send it back to you from Pasadena. We're going to go inside and watch the game.
Hey, great coverage all week long, guys. And Joe, if you get a chance, go get some sunny Southern California tan while you're out there too, okay, buddy?
I don't appreciate that, man. Why you got to rip on my skin tone? Come on now.
Oh, fantastic job, guys.